Hey guys, it's Steve here for Who Took My Dice. It's been a whole month since I last posted. What have I been up to? What's going on? We're going to cover that today. This is the June-July update. Here we go! Alright, so it's been about a month since I last posted. It's been a crazy month. Lots of stuff's going on. So let's get right down to it. First off, Tyrannic War Veterans. Finally got my order in. I've got them built and put together, cut out. Cleaning was a pain in the ass. I forgot how difficult working with the fine cast resin is. But they're ready to go. I've been waiting for a good time to prime them. It's either been really hot or rainy, so I really haven't had a chance to get some good priming done, but they're still in the works. Obviously the big news now, 9th edition, Games Workshop released the basic rules. Fantastic so far. A bit wordy, but it's covering pretty much everything. So I think 9th is going to be a really, really good edition of the game. I still been working on Space Marines. I'll get to that in a second. The big thing that I've been doing over the last month is I joined a new Facebook group called Honor and Heresy. And in that group, they have a mentoring program. And I jumped on that and said, yes, I'd love to mentor someone. It took a little while, but someone said, hey man, I'd love your help. And I've actually been painting up models to show this hobbyist just different ways to do layering, line highlighting, trying to help them take their models to a whole other level. It's something I loved doing when I worked at Games Workshop way back in the day. It was probably the most fun part of the job just because you got to help someone. There was a connection there. You got to grow their hobby. You learned some stuff on your own, and it built some fantastic connections. I've already done a couple models. We're going to be working on another one soon. But I'm going to flip it around, show these models off, and kind of go through what I've been doing. I put whatever free time I normally put into making videos into helping this individual, just because it felt like the right thing to do. And man, was it cathartic. It was a hobby boost I needed, that I didn't know I needed. And I'll go in a little bit more of that. But first, let's take a look at these models. So here they are, the two models I worked on. It was crazy cool going back and painting some old models. So obviously, the first one I did up was the High Elf Spearman. And this was just a practice in layering. Whether it was the spear, the silver, the gold, the blue. It was all about starting off with a darker base, and then with other colors, working your way up till you had several different tones, showing how to kind of work with metal, highlighting, like on the tip of the spear there, highlighting around the edges. The same was done with this old handgunner. I just did some different colors, and it was more of a, this one was more of working with cloth, how to layer up cloth a bit to make it look like there's shadow there. The importance of where to put and where not to put paint. And the bases were done with, I can't remember the name of it right now, but one of the technical basing paints. This was so much fun to do, to help out a fellow hobbyist, but also just to get away from painting Space Marines and sort of that applied, I should say, pressure of trying to get a project done. It was just fun to do. It's been so long since I painted up anything that wasn't Marines, or in fact, it's been incredibly long since I painted up anything that wasn't 40K. I've been painting up, assassins and inquisitors and retinues and stuff like that. But to hit some old school fantasy stuff was just so much fun. I loved it. It was fantastic. And to bring these old models to life, this one I just built up real quick with extra pieces. This one is a model I've had since the good old days, way back in the day. I can't remember which edition that was. Maybe 5th edition. It was the Empire versus the Orcs. It was so nice to do. If you want to, check out the group Honor and Heresy. It's a fantastic group, much like Idic Beer 40K group. It's great. It's a lot of fun. And the next model we've been working on is a Chaos Space Marine, just so you can help him out with painting armor and all the gribbly bits that come along with Chaos armor. But yeah, this was, like I said, this is the hobby break I didn't know I needed. It was great. I honestly recommend doing it, taking a break from what you're doing and just painting something for the fun of it, whether it's to help someone out or just entertain yourself. definitely a must-do. Now, while I say it was fun to get away from painting Space Marines, obviously, I'm still going to paint Space Marines. This one wasn't so much painting the models themselves. I actually transferred these Devastators from the old bases onto new bases I got when I got my new Tyrannic War Veterans in. I wanted to upgrade them just because I wanted them. I'm going to move these back a little bit. They're too close. I always want them on the bigger bases. They look cooler this way. I'm almost done. I just have to do a couple more highlights on the bases here. This chap here is an old school veteran from way back in the day. I used to use him as part of a veteran squad with the original 4 Tyrannic War Veteran models I had. Just in that dark time when they didn't actually have a Tyrannic War Veteran data slate of any kind, he was just another veteran. Now that I've upgraded them onto new bases and got more models, he was just kind of sitting there on old base doing nothing. So I thought, you know what? He's a new veteran for the squad. He fits. He's got a cool bolter there. He's just aiming along with his other brothers here. And the other big change is the bases. I've actually started painting the rims there black. I don't know. It just seems to be the thing to do now. I like it a lot more. It makes them look a bit more sharper on the table. And I don't know. I've always just painted them gray, but I say, you know what? Let's break it up a bit. I've painted that 5-man tactical squad I have that's colored in 6th Company. I've shown in other videos. I've done the same thing to them. I painted up the edge of their bases black. And the 9th Company Captain and 9th Company Ancient have also had the rims painted black. And I also, the only other really painting I did is I turned them from 4th Company Marines to 9th Company Marines, just because why not? It was a lot of fun adding them up. They're definitely going to be part of my new armies going to 9th. I'm actually been going through the combat patrol stuff they put up and the patrol patrol detachment, data slate they showed there, just to see how it would work. I think it's going to be a fantastic new addition. I'm really excited for 9th. I'm going to mess around with these guys. I hope we'll see new points values sooner than later. I know they're coming out relatively short order. I just can't wait to see them. I think they're going to be awesome. Yeah, so this is the other thing I've been working on. So there you have it, guys. That is what I've been doing over the last month, along with all the normal crazy stuff. Oh, I got myself a haircut since the last time you saw me. It was about time that now that the province I live in has opened up things more, things are slowly getting back to some bit of normal, whatever you call it. Before I fit, the other thing is I actually picked up, this is cool, there's a local guy who does 3D printing, so I picked up a cool little dice tower. I meant to mention this. Cool thing is the end opens and closes, which is really nice. I'm going to paint that up. That's going to be cool. I don't know if I'll use it. Obviously, it's meant for more of a D&D thing, which I don't actually play, but he was selling them. I thought it was too cool of a thing to pass up. Yeah, so that is me over last month. I actually have to go get to painting a Chaos Space Marine now, so I can go through the steps with my my mentee, and hopefully sometime soon, once the weather sort of finds an equilibrium between blazingly hot or thunderstorms, I'll get to those Tyrannic War Veterans. I really don't want to try priming them in the weather as is now. It'll just lead to that weird orange skin effect on them, which is just something I don't want to deal with. But yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you for sitting through this. I hope you guys are okay. I hope you're safe. I hope everyone's happy and healthy. Keep doing what we've been doing. Let's beat this COVID crap. And as always, guys, I'll see you next video. Keep rolling those dice. See ya.